Hello and welcome to Survivor Improv Insanity. I am your host, Jeff Probst. How we doing tonight, folks? Good. We excited? Awesome. I know you guys are super excited because I'm super excited for an amazing season of some of the best talent we could get our hands on. Our casting team really went above and beyond this season. And honestly, I think it's a great time for you to meet the cast.
Hello, my name is Eva Glass. I am Ira Glass's little sister. I am on Survivor this season to really indulge myself in the ASMR of an island, to add it to my soothing podcast and my soothing voice.
Hello, my name is Barnaby Blandley. I'm a dentist, and it's not been going great. So here I am on an island at the ripe age of 78. But don't worry, I'm here for that money, and nothing will stand in my way.
Hi. Hi. No, this is fine. I'm Bambi Finch. You guys all know me, but probably when I was like this big and annoying. I'm a former child actress. My agent left me this year. I've been doing every gig I can get, so that's why I'm here. Yeah, all right. Bye.
Hi, my name is Melisiah, and I care a lot about the environment. I also have a stomach capacity 8 times greater than the average human. And so using those two skills, I've combined them and I'm gonna clean up the world. I'm here on Survivor to help one beach at a time, and maybe to stab some backs in the process.
Saw dudes, I'm Zalf, professional surfer for the whole life, but last week I got in a freaking gnarly surfing accident, and now I'm a ghost. But the universe decided that Survivor was my unfinished business, so like, if I don't win this, I'm never crossing over to the afterlife. Peace.
I'm Daryl. I'm a Dementor. I'm also into yoga. I'm excited to play Survivor with y'all, and I'm going to rely on my raw charisma to get me through this game.
Hello, I am Orville Beandip. I am 31 years old. I live with my nan, and I'm a Bake Off super fan. I've been waiting since I was 12 years old to be on the show. All I know is baking. This is my dream coming true, as you can tell by my fancy chef's attire. Also, if I don't become star baker, my nan is going to kick me out because I've been living with her and don't have a job. So this is a big deal to me. I'm ready to bake.
Oh, hey there. My name's Ron. I'm from Milwaukee. I'm a sword swallower by trade, and I am ready to be the sole survivor, whether it be by diplomacy or violence, with the copious amount of swords I have in my stomach.
What a cast, am I right, folks? Yeah. What are you guys thinking so far? What do you think? Who are we standing? Who do we like? Yeah, we have some Milwaukee fans, of course. Nice choice. Zalf has a ton of fans, which is great. I can't blame you. This baker seems kind of hot. Yeah, smoking, honestly. It's not gluten-free, I'll tell you that. Yeah, awesome. Well, something tells me you're in for quite a season, folks, because we have 8 castaways, 1 night, 1 survivor. I think we should go to the Sokotoa camp and see what people are talking about. Well,
I'm here.
Orville, it's nice to see you on camp, actually.
Hello.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to ask you just for a little bit of help from our audience real quick. We obviously had a lot of fans for Orville. Please, somebody in the chat, don't mind telling me, what's something you wish Orville would make? Orville gets to make anything you want. What do you want Orville to make for you? It doesn't even have to be a baked good. It could be something like, I don't know, Friends. It could be a mansion. He could make you a ton of money. A tiny horse. Yep, absolutely. A tiny horse. Orville, stay on for me. Actually, Orville reminds me of the movie Ratatouille. If you had to do a movie about a niche trade, which niche trade would you make a Disney movie about? Something like a plumber, a movie about plumbers for kids, or about I don't know, maybe a tax collector, or maybe it's like a little kid movie about, I don't know, working at a supermarket. In the chat, what are we thinking, folks? What Disney movie would you make?
I don't really have time for movies myself, so
Awesome.
I won't understand.
I got a mechanic. Awesome, fantastic. Mechanic is going to be our second third choice. Orville, your name is similar to obviously a pretty famous popcorn company. Somebody in the chat, please give me a snack you would pick up at a convenience store. A snack you would get at a convenience store, whether it be 7-Eleven, Hillside Mart, or some other entity which is not sponsoring tonight's episode.
I do have very deep family ties in Smart Pop.
Yes, Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Well, Orville, very sorry. It seems like viewers have spoken, and it's going to be Sour Patch Kids. Awesome. Well, Orville, you and the other castaways have some things to think about, and I think it's about time we see you guys on the beach.
Ah, what a lovely beach day for me to begin baking very soon.
Oh, thank God. I thought I lost the whole group. I was just wandering on the beach.
I came out here to hear the sounds and really absorb it, and also plot to kill everyone else.
Very nice.
That really unnerved me, actually, but yeah, I guess very nice in this particular situation. If it's otherwise,
I'm also ready to kill it with some very good pretzels and macaroons.
I mean, yeah, I like food as much as the next person, but you know what I really like?
What is that, dentist man?
Just equestrian life. That's really big
yes.
for me. I feel like it didn't come out naturally in the conversation, but I felt like I had to bring it up.
That's reasonable. Back home, actually, I walk tiny horses for my nan. It's the only way she's let me stay in the home, but she's threatening to kick me out regardless now, unless I become Star Baker. So,
well, you know, you being homeless aside, how big were these horses?
Oh, you could fit them in your palm, toss them along, and they'd walk back to you. That's how you exercise them.
Palm size. That's about the size of a handful of teeth.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Right.
That's delightful. Why did you compare them to a handful of teeth?
Oh, I often have a handful of teeth because I'm, just pulling teeth out without, a license. But
with all the baking, so many cavities, I imagine.
You're in your baking world, all right? I live in the big city, all right? I gotta worry about a lot of stuff, like pulling teeth.
I don't worry about anything except yeast. You're getting ready to. Are you blowing wind? Are you doing an ASMR?
I was just testing my microphone, but I wanted to make sure that this was good audio so they could hear me.
Very good.
Do you plan on baking here?
What else would I do on Bake Off? Do you all want to be a part of my baking team?
I would love to be a part of your baking team because it seems like my chances of killing everyone else are getting increasingly higher when I band together with you two.
You know, Orville, I thought that I was the person who knew the least about this competition, but it seems you think we're on the Great British Baking Off, which is why I think I want to be on your side, because I think I can manipulate you into doing anything at this point.
A baking alliance it is. Off to the, let's find the ovens. They're hidden somewhere on the island.
Yes, alliance is one way to put it.
Orville, are you?
And that's how I got kicked out, because they don't like it when you swallow all their mechanics tools. Have any of you been to Rome?
I've thought about it before. Have you gone?
Yeah, were you not listening? Because that's kind of, the whole thing I was talking about with they kicked me out of Rome because of the whole mechanic incident.
I do have to admit, it's a little overwhelming on this island with all the sights and the sounds and the garbage. And so maybe I tuned out every third word you said.
Oh, that happens a lot.
So, Dementor, what are your goals?
First of all, my name is Daryl.
They're both words that start with the letter D. I don't know what you expect me to do.
I did go to Rome once. It was back in 1340. And let me tell you, it was not the best place. It's not what you see today on TV.
I'm sure that's true, because it was how old did you say you were?
I'm 874.
Wow.
Huh.
Well, that was back when, back in my teenage years. It was a tough experience as a young child.
Tough to be a teenage Dementor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine that's hard.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah. All the tough.
Back in high school, people would always be like, "Hey, Ron, why don't you swallow the locker?" And, I'd be like, "Oh, I guess I will." But, then I found out they weren't laughing along with me. They were laughing at me because of how many lockers I swallowed.
Wait. Ron, I had a very similar experience in my high school time.
Swallowed a lot of lockers?
Well, not lockers, but other things. I just ate. And then I'd eat my friends' lunches and then everybody's lunches. And then the paper off the ground and the gum off the desks and anything. And I was never satiated. And they'd all laugh at me. And I just learned right now that they were not laughing with me. So we have a lot in common there.
I feel like us three are like three kindred souls on this island. It's crazy.
School was a traumatic experience for me. I was always a kid picked last in gym class, and then people would come up to me and say, "Oh, look, there's Daryl the Dementor." None of my friends were Dementors. I was the only one.
You went to a human school?
Yeah, I went to a school. And then kindergarten graduation, I had to stand in the back because I was taller than everyone. And I was never invited to the birthday parties.
That sounds really ostracizing.
It was.
But you know what? I think we have to take him in.
Daryl, I think us three, especially maybe you, would be a great alliance here on this island. We're three scrappy people.
You guys are my first friends with heartbeats.
Oh.
Friends, that's a big commitment. Alliance members.
I'm not sure my heart has beat since 1982. But you know what? We're going to win.
Let's do it.
I think we got this.
Hello. Hi. I guess we're the only ones left talking to each other now, I guess.
Are you Bambi Finch? Dude.
God, I should have just worn these the whole time. Yes. Yeah,
Dude,
I am.
Grew up on your movies, dude. Like, you don't even know how revolutionary those were for me.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes I'm just gonna apologize in the beginning. Sometimes my response time's really bad. I've done a lot to my body and my brain. So, I just might not talk sometimes.
Hey,
I'm just saying that now.
Since my surfing accident last week, like, I keep trying to talk to people and they could not always see ghosts. So like I'm freaking used to it, bro. Like not even a big deal. Dude.
Been a ghost for only a week.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
booked this gig like a few months ago, so you just like still, that's really brave of you,
Oh,
just to,
no,
you
no.
know.
Yeah, so I booked the gig and then I like got in a gnarly surfing accident last week. And so I've been a ghost, but God himself actually told me, he was like, you're unfinished business. You have to go win Survivor.
See, I've also spoken to God. I did this. Okay, so I don't like talk. I did this whole Scientology thing. Big whoop. I did talk to God.
Sick.
He's not that bad. You know, but I also was in a gnarly accident. I did a little, too much, and then I was on the road, and yeah, so I kind of understand what you're going through there.
Yeah, dude, it's like so hard to have accidents and gnarly life altering experiences forever, but we get through it. Do you want a Sour Patch watermelon? I snuck some on the island. Oh, crap.
Oh my God, absolutely. I have like little nips of Fireball too. Yeah, we'll trade here.
Oh,
You take
sick,
that.
dude.
Amazing. Well, I guess we're friends now automatically. I've never had a conversation this long with anybody before, so.
Dude, you're the first person who could see me in the week since I've been a ghost. So like, I feel like we have to be a team, right?
Yeah, I've been to hell. It happens to you after a few times, so.
All right, well, yeah, let's take this competition by storm because otherwise I'm not getting to heaven, so.
Yeah, I'm not either for other reasons, so let's do it.
Cheers.
Wow, quite the lively bunch on the Sokotoa Island, folks. Am I right? Yeah, after these first alliances, which alliance do we like the most so far? What are we feeling? I know a lot of people are liking Orville. We'll just have to see, folks, who comes out on top at the end of the day. But of course, for now, we have our first reward challenge. So please, castaways, join me right here on this part of the beach. Fantastic. Quick question to the crowd. Zalf, obviously you get to start meeting some of the people on the island with you. How do you feel about this cast?
Dude, I'm feeling pretty radical about this cast. Everyone seems really nice. Not all of them can see and hear me, but like, I think we're getting there. I feel like, we're gonna come in clutch with like the ghost seeing abilities, really sixth sense this situation, and it's gonna be a really good season. I mean, we're gonna catch some freaking waves, which is like what I know how to do, and we're gonna do some freaking challenges, which is like another thing I know how to do. So, yeah.
Awesome, Zalf. Well, very sorry this game might be coming too soon, but your first challenge is Chubby Bunny Die. And for this reward challenge, our contestants will be playing a short form improv game, series first, folks, really, called Story Die. After they could, say they're part of the story and I cut them off and send it some other way, they must take a marshmallow, put it in their mouth, keep it in there until the end of the game. If they mess up the story, stutter on their words, or say something that does not make sense to continue the story, we all will loudly shout, die, at which point the person will leave the island right here. Last person standing gets a little reward. Any questions, folks? I'm hearing nothing. You guys are pros. Well, with that, people, our viewers at home, please give me something that you would buy at Target maybe for maybe under $100. Under $100, congratulations. You've just got a gift card to Target. What are you buying with that sucker? Let's see. Oh, Dunkin' beer. Yes, of course. I mean, Orville, you work with beer all of the time, right? I mean, you make those beer muffins that are really tasty. Yes. I feel like you're... I would just love for you to maybe give an anecdote about one of the times you worked with beer in their muffins. Thank you.
Yes, of course. The thing about working with beer in muffins is you have to be very careful to get it right, because if you toss the yeast in too early, the beer will gobble it all up, and then you'll be left with a pile of sludge that will take a vengeful presence in your kitchen. And
Bambi,
and then it'll all go all over the floor, and then you'll have to buy a mop to clean it up. And that's really bad because right now everyone's getting into home cleaning, and you don't know what's going to happen when you don't have a Swiffer anymore and it's just you.
Daryl.
Which really upsets me because I never had a home, and whenever I see people talking about home cleaning, it just makes me think of my traumatic childhood.
Barnaby.
Where I tried to be a dentist, but I didn't have a license, and I was also 8 years old, and everyone was like, Barnaby, stop reaching into our mouths and trying to pull out teeth. But I said, no, I have to get your teeth. I have.
Ron.
So stop swallowing all these swords. That's what everyone told me when I was a child. Because right out of the womb, I was looking for swords to swallow. And, the first couple swords, they're going to cut you up real good. Let's be real.
Melissa.
They'll hurt really, really bad. And it'll be fine because it's your first time and the swords are always really, really sharp. And they will stay that sharp. They'll hurt.
Zalf.
So bad that you're gonna be like, whoa, my throat freaking hurts, dude. Why does it hurt so bad? Why is there blood coming out of my mouth? Because you swallowed a sword and you're untrained. Obviously, it's gonna cause you.
Eva.
And it's very important to listen to trained professionals when they say, don't try this at home, because that is a warning for
Barnaby.
That, for another time when
Die! First victim is out of this challenge. Ron, take it away.
Everyone to follow that warning, because if you swallow swords and you're not trained like I am, like I said before, you're
Orville.
Going to have a very bad time and get lots of little scratches on your inside bits, which is
Bambi.
Really bad, especially if you ever want to get filler. One time I got filler.
Ron.
right in my forehead because I was thinking that my brows were not pronounced enough. So I really needed to give them some help. And then with the swords that were in my stomach, the filler.
Zalf.
Filler interacted with the metal of the swords, and then it like basically almost exploded in my stomach. It was like a crazy feeling. It was like I was in the middle of one of those waves that curved over, and I was like surfing.
Ron. Die. I swear the order is random, folks. I promise. Daryl.
Then when people have swords in their stomachs, it makes it really hard for me to suck their soul out. So I'm starting to run out of food because I feed off of people's souls. And then
Melissa.
That is really, really bad for me because if I run out of food, I get really cranky. And if I don't have a soul at least once a week,
Bambi.
Don't want to talk to me. You don't want to talk to me because I'll be pissed. And then
Eva.
When you're angry, I recommend going to therapy, which brings us to our product and services. Better.
Bambi.
Oh.
Die. Wow, she gave it her all, folks. Zalf, take it away.
BetterHelp is an online counseling service that can help get you help now. BetterHelp matches you with a counselor in less than 48 hours, and you can message your counselor for free at any time. BetterHelp is really good for counseling because therapy is hard to get, man.
Eva.
And now back to our regular podcast. We are back with a very in-depth discussion with a couple of experts about stomach.
Orville.
Very serious issues. Of course, I will be listening to both of their inputs through my own ears. And
Melisaya.
Relaying that information back to you as if they just said it to you right now is really the best listening experience for new viewers of podcasts because
Zelf.
Another one.
Die.
die.
Only 4 remain. One of them will win a reward. Eva, take it away. Die. Two people
Die.
drop at the same time. Rarely does that happen in endurance challenge like this. Orville, take it away.
The expert in my right ear is interjecting now. He's calling the one on my left ear a very unprofessional sword swallower.
Daryl.
I tend to disagree with the professional in my right ear. He keeps saying
Melisaya.
that he thinks podcasts are stupid, and I think that that's kind of ridiculous because clearly at least one person is listening to this one.
Orville.
Ask all of the viewers to please write in now and tell my home address is 74.
Daryl.
Woods Lane. If you write to me, I'll make.
Orville. Die. Only 2 remain. One will win. Reward. Melisaya, take it away.
Make sure to write back to you within 8 to 22 business days because those
Daryl.
If you don't hear from me,
Die. Melisaya wins reward. Fantastic. Melisaya, you have won a year's supply of marshmallows. Tell me, how's it feel? Well, I don't think I've heard more beautiful words since my grandfather's eulogy, so thank you. With that, we're gonna head back to the beach and see what people are talking about.
Well, I think I showed my talents in that last challenge.
Did you really, Barnaby? You really
Yep.
felt like you did your best?
I tried my best. Did I do my best? I mean, I must have if I tried my best.
If you had done your best, our alliance would have come out on top, Barnaby.
It's fair.
Everyone stop fighting. It's just the heat. It makes us all do crazy things.
If
I
you think
mean-
this heat is a lot, just wait until the ovens get turned on. Where are they also?
That's a good question, Orville. Where do you think the ovens are, Orville?
I don't know. I searched for 16 hours the first day we arrived. They're well hidden.
Hey, Barnaby, how does it feel to have more new cavities and to have lost the challenge?
I feel like I've lost a part of myself, which I had. I had to remove a tooth immediately after.
Well,
I
you
now
better-
have a sum total of 4 teeth.
I hope that you lose the rest of them and you keep your spirits low.
Melisaya, you don't have to attack me right now.
This
Again,
is war.
it is the heat. It makes us all do crazy things.
Eva,
Barnaby, you're
Daryl
gonna
knows what I'm
die.
talking about.
I think
I
do
mean,
know
who
what you're
said
talking
that?
about, Eva.
That's crazy.
Eva, I
You're
think I
being
know
so
exactly what
calm.
you're
It's
talking
crazy that
about,
someone would say that.
and I'm completely on the same page.
Well,
You're- Daryl, hang on. You're on the same page as someone who isn't on our alliance? It's a little
Well,
suspicious.
Daryl.
I think we're gonna need some more people if we want to stay on this island. So I think maybe teaming up with Eva isn't the worst idea.
Yes, Daryl, join our baking team. Eva, you can kill the rest.
Eva, I have a
Yes.
claymore inside of me right now. I will whip it out.
yes, but have you been listening to NPR, carrying tote bags and eating organic food, letting it all burn down inside you for 50 years?
That's what I do. At least I think. I again caught one of every 3 words that you said because my brain doesn't like focusing on things.
You guys like me, right?
No, Barnaby.
Negative.
Barnaby, you need to learn how to bake.
Barnaby, if you hadn't been standing immediately next to me at the beginning of this, I don't think I would have ever talked to you.
Yes.
Barnaby, do you happen to have a spare soul?
No,
I'm getting a little
just the
hungry.
one. And it's a half
so
soul,
you do.
really.
You do have one, like, to give.
Daryl, if we give you Barnaby's soul, will you join our baking team?
Wait, hold on, Orville.
That sounds
Maybe-
perfect.
Don't be too hasty here, Orville. I could do lots of other. I'm pretty well rounded. I could do lots of things.
Like what?
You called my bluff? You called
Barnaby,
my
we're
bluff?
going to go.
I'm
we
an
need a dough. What? You confession, Eva?
Oh, no, I said I'm just an investigative reporter. I
Oh.
get to the bottom of things, and I have a lot of questions for Barnaby.
Oh, God.
That's fair.
I'm
We
not
get to the
trying.
bottom of the list of people who are threats in this game. Am I right, Melisaya and Daryl?
Yeah.
Eva, let's go interrogate Barney while we try to look for some flour on this
Wonderful.
island.
I'll get my
All right.
recording device ready. And
Beautiful.
No, please.
Well, Daryl, seems like you almost left us behind there.
Yeah, what's the deal here, Daryl?
No, I want to work with you guys. We all share the same traumatic childhood experiences, but I share a common interest with Eva in taking other people's souls. So I figured, maybe all of us could get an alliance, except for Barnaby. I don't know what his deal is.
Dudes. Bambi, I see some other people on the beach.
Oh, look, it's one other person.
Where's that voice coming from? There were 2 voices.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. They can't even see you, Zalf. Okay, well, hi, I'm Bambi. Zalf is also here, I guess, only to me. What? You can go
You said
ahead.
Zalf?
Yeah, Zalf. You
Zalf.
heard me, Ron.
That's not a name. Zalf's not a name.
That's my name, dude. Zalf Waves. I was a pro surfer.
Okay.
And sword swallowing's not a job, okay? Get your life
Well,
together, Ron.
Are we
It's not a
hallucinating
paying
from that
job.
I wouldn't know about that. I wouldn't know about that because I'm unemployed and you know that.
Like, we gotta be nice to them. I don't want them to, like, vote us out. I gotta win, remember?
Right. Acting face. Okay. So that was fun. Melisaya, great work there. Great job winning.
You do realize when you say acting face in front of me, I can tell that you're bullshitting me.
Oh, no, I just have to do that because a part of my brain won't turn on unless I do that. Yeah, I got like jinxed by this old man in the woods once in Joshua Tree. It was tough.
Yeah, her brain's messed up, dude.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I believe that more than I believe that you could be mean to me. So, sure thing. I hope your brain feels better soon.
Oh my God.
Hey, Daryl, can you see Zalf because you're like also creepy and floating?
Yeah, he's right
Only
there.
we can call Daryl creepy.
I just want to make it known to Ron and Melisaya that I cannot find a soul in either of these people. So I don't know if that means anything for the future, but I have not been able to detect a soul in the 5 minutes that we've been on this island with these
Okay.
people.
My mother said the same thing. You guys would probably get along. So what do you guys like what are your goals here? I don't know. I've never had to talk to people like this before, okay? Don't look at me like that. Sorry.
I can't believe you said I didn't have a soul, Daryl. The heck does that even mean?
Means you don't have a soul.
I'm
Like,
not.
I'm hungry.
What? Like, I thought only my soul was here. What am I if I'm not my soul? My body's gone. Oh my God, Daryl, this is breaking my little ghost brain.
Can we vote someone out who's technically not even here?
This whole disembodied voice thing is really freaking me out. I'm gonna go in the ocean and try to get away from everything.
I'm gonna go ask Jeff if we can vote off someone who doesn't really exist.
I'm gonna go with
Okay, Zalf,
Melisaya.
let's go talk about our feelings.
Bambi, that went like terribly. Bambi, where'd you go? Oh my God,
Sorry.
Ben, you're back. Oh,
I'm
there you
sorry. I had to go do something. I'm sorry. I'm back.
go. That scared the heck out of me. Why could none of them see me? And why did Daryl say I didn't have a soul? Why are there no people here? Oh my God.
So, Barnaby, you're telling me that this all started when you lost your pet mouse at the age of 1?
His name was Rudolph. And he
Hark,
was
there
a
are
better
other
dentist.
contestants. Barnaby,
Okay.
enough about your crimes.
Yeah, pull yourself together.
Wait.
Wasn't that interesting?
What was the mouse's name?
Rudolph.
Oh my God, Zalf. I
Yeah.
think we saw that mouse spirit running around earlier on the beach.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
dude, I
God.
saw a total mouse spirit. He was like trying to learn how to surf too. I was like, dude, I can teach you.
He was doing a
Who
good
is
job.
Zalf? And when did you learn ventriloquism?
So like Zalf's he's like my ghost friend. He's also here. Like he's part of the cast. He's just having a hard time. He like died before we got here. So he was just like, I'm still gonna be here, and now he's here. So I kind of just like talk for him sometimes.
Spirits abound. Spirits, tell me more of Rudolph. Where has Rudolph skittered off to?
He skittered off, dude. He skittered off into the forest and made a freaking surfboard because he saw me doing it earlier and he was like, that's sick. And I was like, I'm talking to a mouse. That's also sick. And now he's surfing and he's like really good.
He's still pursuing surfing in his free time. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, apparition.
It's really easy for him because he doesn't even need big waves because he's only like 5 inches long.
That's my Rudolph. Always an overachiever. He'd go for the bigger waves, even though he didn't have to, and that's
Bambi.
how I lost him.
Bambi, do you know if ghosts are eligible for Star Baker?
I don't really know. I feel like that's something Zalf can say. Go ahead, Zalf.
Definitely not, dude. If I got near an oven, I'm pretty sure it would just light my entire whatever's left of me on fire, which is apparently not my soul. And I think that it would not go well. So I'm definitely not going to be a baker.
What fascinating life stories. Did I hear that you're Bambi Finch?
Yeah.
You're the reason that I am like this now because my parents saw how you grew up and they locked me away only listening to NPR.
Are you
I
Eva
blame you.
Glass?
Yes, I'm Ira Glass's younger sister.
Right. Yeah. Everybody in my PR agency actually like forwarded me one of your reasons not to become a child actress, Bambi Finch, a breakdown video. Great work, by the way. Very insightful. Weird how you got all those childhood pictures of me like from my family's records. Kind of weird, but impressive.
Never underestimate a woman with a headset and a tote bag.
Listen, I'm sorry, Orville, but this is important.
Yes.
Listen, Zalf, you've given me peace of mind that 70 years of dentistry practiced without a license has not given me. Wherever you vote, I will vote as well.
You started dentistry when you were 8 years old.
Yes.
Oh
With
my
Rudolph?
goodness.
With your rat? So
No.
it's like Ratatouille, but like for dentistry.
Rudolph taught me until he perished at the beach one day. He was both a teacher and a friend.
Hey, I'll tell him hang 10 for you, bro. I'll go
Thank you.
right now.
This is giving me peace in my soul.
But I'm so glad.
So what is this discussion of voting? Do we vote for the Star Baker now, or do we vote who goes home? How have they changed this?
You are thicker than molasses.
I have a jar of molasses with me in case we get a sweet treats challenge.
That's a compliment on Instagram, Orville. It's a compliment.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to go try and locate where Zalf is.
Hey,
Uh,
follow the sound of my voice, dude. Let's go get Rudolph.
All right.
And I need to distance myself from the corrupt child star and the idiot.
Yes, I'm going to stay here.
I'm going to go.
things are getting crazy on the island, am I right? Yeah, I think it's as good of a time as any to have our first individual immunity challenge. Castaways, please come to this part of the beach. Fantastic. Bambi, you have had a chance to speak with everybody on the island. You've had your first challenge. How do you feel about heading into the second one?
Better.
Wow, thank you for that amazing in-depth response. I really appreciate it. Awesome. And with that, we're going to be heading to our first immunity challenge of the season. Are you ready, folks?
Yes,
I said, are you ready, folks?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, someone hold
Really good.
Orville back because I think he's too excited. Okay, for this challenge, we're going to be playing an improv classic short game called Objection. In this game, someone will start speaking towards a certain topic, idea, or concept. And at some point during that, somebody else on the island will say objection. They will come up with a point as to why the last thing stated was actually incorrect. If they successfully object to a statement, the person who just got objected will have to take a plate of shaving cream and or whipped cream and or foaming hand soap and put it right in their face until the end of the game. At the end of 5 minutes, whoever is in control of the floor will win individual immunity and will secure themselves a spot in the final 7 in this game. Any questions, folks? With that, people at home, please give me the profession that you would want to have if you had to be on a show like this. What do you think would be that cool profession that, you know, if someone said, oh my God, that person is insert here, you know, I want to work with them. What profession would you be? Janitor, mortician? Yep, so much. Yeah, I like mortician. Mortician is great. Exactly. Actually, who better talk about morticians than Zalf?
Dude, I had a feeling you were gonna call on me because like I literally just saw a mortician last week. As I mentioned before, died in like a gnarly surfing accident. And then the mortician took me in and he was like this super like nerdy looking little dude. And he was like, oh, we gotta check out this dead body. But my ghost was just like floating there the whole time. He couldn't see me. I didn't know I could talk yet. So like he literally had no idea I was there. And he was really cool. Like he like made sure that my body looked all good for the funeral because, you know, loves my mom. She had to like make sure I was like bearable to see. Yeah, it was pretty good guy. He was like, whoa, definitely surfing accident, which like we totally knew because like I felt it happen. Everyone saw it happen at the Big Ten surfing surf off. So yeah.
Objection.
Yes.
It was actually the Big 9 surfing surf off. The Big 10 isn't till next week.
Awesome. And we'll hear from Orville.
Yes, I was at the Big 10 and I did not see it. I was there. I was cooking.
I will say Melissa has the more interesting story. Sustained.
I actually have this hobby, and it's where I have this calendar with a lot of holidays that don't actually have any reason for me to know that they exist. It's lots of things that I don't participate in, like sports and working a full-time job. So like
Objection.
holidays.
Melissa,
Yes, Barnaby.
I watched you just last week compete in competitive garbage eating.
Wow, Barnaby, interesting argument. Sustained. 4 minutes remaining.
It was the first time I've ever seen anything like that. I thought, wow, why would people do this? Can you digest this? Probably not. But
Objection. The human body is capable of digesting anything.
You're 100% correct. Sustained. 3.5 left.
This is a keystone portion of my baking experimentation. I put ball bearings into all of my cupcakes and into all of my...
That's an objection. That's an objection. I've had a sword in my stomach for 30 years now, and I've not been able to get it out. It's still in there, has not been digested. So
Yes, of course, sustained. 3:10 left.
some things are certainly not digestible, One of them being the blade I have inside me.
Objection. You can put anything into a Reader's Digest if you write a good article. Then it's digestible.
You bet you can. Sustained.
I saw an article about a big sword in a magazine that I picked up in a doctor's office once. I didn't read it.
Objection! I know you don't know how to read. You've been picking on me at this island this whole time. And you said I can't read in front of me. One time I spit a lot of whipped cream on my computer.
It's sustained.
Oh, yeah. Melisai has been bullying me, saying, Barnaby, you bad at marshmallow. Oh, shoot.
I'll hear both.
I can confirm that Melisaya does know how to read. When I was spying on all the cast members before coming here, I did see her reading.
Oh, forget Ron. That's interesting. Sustained.
Yeah, so I did see Melisaya in the doctor's office. However, she was not reading a digest. She was ironically reading Harry Potter.
Objection. Melisaya wasn't just at the doctor's office. She was at my plastic surgeon's office.
Sustained.
Melisaya once showed up at this event that I was at because I was getting paid to be there, and she was going to talk about trees. And then I saw on her calendar with many things on it that she had an appointment with Dr. Juanero, who's also my doctor, who does
Objection. Objection.
Yes, Eva and Ron.
As somebody who watched you growing up in my childhood, I can say that you always looked this way, and I won't put any descriptive adjectives with it. You haven't had plastic surgery. You just always looked like this.
Fair.
Ron, I'm not going to lie. That does sound very interesting. I'm not even going to give you a shot. Sustained.
I was obsessed with Bambi Finch when I was younger. And then one day she did this movie called Little Miss Moonshine. And my parents did not like the alcohol or the general demeanor of her character as a young child actress going through.
Objection, Eva, you're not, I'm not a big math person, but like you're 15 years older than Bambi. So like when Little Miss Moonshine came out, you were 21 already. She was 6. So like, I don't know why your parents cared.
Sustained. 1 minute left.
Yeah, so Eva was kind of, I think, a creepy stalker of Bambi because Bambi's content was for like much younger kids, like more my age, a couple years
Objection.
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 Yes, Ron.
I would just like to say that Eva's job is to follow people for long periods of time. Does that make her a stalker? Maybe, but it's also her job, and I don't know if it pays well. I know my job doesn't, so I feel for her.
Sustained. 30 seconds.
Yeah, so basically, I feel like me and Ava are kind of in the same boat here. I swallow swords.
Objection.
Objection.
Melisaya?
Ron has never been on the water.
You're right. Sustained.
Ron has never been in any boat, let alone the same boat as Eva, because Eva's
Objection.
Yes.
We all came here on a boat together.
You're very right. Sustained. 5 seconds left.
There was a boat that arrived on this island, and we were all members of it.
Objection.
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 I will hear all three. The winner will be immune at tribal council.
Okay, I did not come here on a boat. I flew here. I physically cannot touch a boat, so I was the assumption that we all came here on a boat is false.
I had a jet ski specially designed for scanning around the beach that I took here to find my sweet pet mouse. So I would not ever touch a boat, for it is too large to spot a mouse.
They don't let me on boats anymore because I swallowed an anchor one time, and then we kind of couldn't stop. So I'm on the no boat list.
Fantastic. Great points all. I'm going to give it to the people at home to decide who do you think should have immunity tonight at tribal council? Is it Barnaby? Is it Ron? Or is it Daryl? Who could it be? Who could it be? Ron. We have a vote for Ron. Honestly, with one vote, it's going to do it. Ron, congratulations, Ron. You have won immunity and have a 1 in 7 shot at winning this game. How's it feel, Ron?
Oh, it feels great. I know there's lots of people out there looking to plant a dagger right in my back. So knowing that they can't do that, it's a real great feeling, Jeff.
Fantastic. And with that, folks, first twist of the season, we're heading right into Tribal Council. No time to talk on the island. That's right. Zalf, Daryl, do you mind just helping me bring this to nighttime real quick?
It's freaking nighttime, dude.
Wow. You guys are super awesome and cool. Thank you. Welcome to Tribal Council. Ron, you won individual immunity. Please tell me, what are you thinking right now about the people sitting around you?
I'm thinking, as the one person who can't be voted out, I am the single most powerful person in this room. More powerful than you, Jeff. More powerful than the Dementor. More powerful than Bambi and her ventriloquy, Zalf.
Wow, Bambi, you just got called out for being weak. How's it feel?
I'm immune. It's not the first time. The media's been on me since I was 6, so nothing any of you say can hurt me. I feel like responsible for being Zalf's bestest friend forever. So yes, I might be seeming weak, but it's for a good cause because a man died. So
awesome, fantastic. Melisaya, we just heard from Bambi that it seems like Bambi and Zalf are really tight-knit in this game. How does that make you feel tonight going into this vote?
Oh, I'm not intimidated at all, because if you can't see somebody, how can you put a victory medal on their neck? So therefore, Zalf's not a threat.
Wow. Zalf, they're coming for you right now. Does this make you worried?
Dude, I'm only a little bit worried because I'm not that worried because I think they're all gonna forget that I'm here because most of them, except for Bambi and Daryl, can't even see me. So I'm feeling pretty good.
Right on. Barnaby, you had a noticeably terrible performance in both of the challenges. Do you feel like this tribe is going to hold it against you?
I want everyone here to know, if I survive this vote, I will enact a terrible vengeance upon all of you except Zalf. Let me do it all for one last time.
I'd like to make that clear. I'm holding
All
it
right,
against
Ron. Listen, when you don't have immunity, you better watch yourself. You better watch your back.
Barnaby killed all of my yeast in the night.
There's no baking show. This is
I
a
have a
baking
glass
show.
mason jar of
So
yeast.
thick. Oh my god.
Barnaby has a cavity.
I pulled out the tooth already.
Barnaby smells bad.
You guys are all picking on me, and that's not cool.
Barnaby so old
Barnaby.
that all of his joints are metal. I don't know how he made it through airport security to get here.
I didn't.
I told Barnaby to get us some flour for the brioche, and he came back with lilies.
Barnaby, I must say, it seems like everyone is really thinking about you right now. I guess, who would you suggest everyone votes for instead of you?
Instead of me, Orville. He thinks he's on a different show. He thinks
We just haven't started yet.
You better, Orville. When I'm voted out of here, I'm coming for you.
Damn, that's a threat. Daryl, do you mind giving Orville a little bit of advice for what the afterlife holds?
Like, if you get to the afterlife, make sure you try and find my brother Rob, okay, and he will guide you on the right path. If you cannot locate him, it's going to be bad news. So if you find him, we will help you navigate the afterlife after your inevitable kitchen accident.
Thank you. Can you navigate me to the ovens?
No.
Fantastic. Ava, I couldn't help but notice, but for your special item that you brought to the island, you brought your professional recording headset. Do you feel like you're giving off an image about yourself that you care way too much about your job?
No, I thank you for asking that question though, Jeff. It is important to have great rapport with your other members on a podcast. I think that this headset really signifies more than a headset. It is my lifestyle and something that has haunted me and become part of me because of someone else on this island, specifically a child actress.
Fantastic. Ron, obviously your name cannot be written down tonight, but I guess what are you basing your vote on?
You know, there's lots of things that I base a vote on. Primary thing is age, but like maybe the second oldest person, I just thrown out a range there. Also, like how many teeth people have with them. It's a little off-putting if they have lots of teeth that are not in their mouth. Also, mainly people that I feel are very weak mentally and physically, and are dentists.
With that, folks, I
Can I
believe
object?
it is. Oh, by all means, yes.
That wasn't cool, Ron. Just want to say that.
Oh, vote for me then, Barnaby. Vote for me.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will, Ron.
I'd like to come to Barnaby's defense. In my podcast, the interview I conducted with him, he has a lot of very deep-seated troubles, which probably could use an online therapist, maybe one you get in 48 hours. But to find that out, you'll have to listen to my upcoming episode of my podcast, which will be released after this vote.
Okay. Oh, man. This is really tough.
With that, folks, anyone have any last words before we get to voting? If not, it's time to vote. One by one, our castmates will vote for who they want to leave the island. They will do so one at a time in our back room, so nobody else can see their votes. We will be checking in one-on-one with a few of them to see what they're thinking. Let's actually start with Ava.
I would like to take this time to talk because that's what I do for a profession, but I'd like to check and make sure that's okay with the host. I can talk now.
Yes, of course.
Okay. I feel like despite there being other members on this island who are thicker than molasses and very strange and people I would never talk to unless they were standing next to me, this person that I'm voting for, it's a very deep-seated, very traumatic part of my life, and I don't think I could get over it. I think that I could work with crazy baking man and crazy teeth dude, but this person that I'm voting off, I just don't think that I could survive being on an island with.
Fantastic. Let's check in with Bambi to see what she's thinking.
Okay, so like first I wrote this, but then I was like, no, I have to choose the other person. I didn't like this guy. The first one I wrote, I'm just gonna say it. I didn't like Ron because he looked like he smelled bad, and that freaks me out. And then I was like, I like when everybody bullies somebody else because it's not on me. So then I chose the old man with the teeth in his hand. I don't know. I don't really like old people. As a former child actress, I don't like myself. So as I'm aging, it's kind of a battle. So I just have to vote for the old man. So sorry.
We're going to check in with one more voter, Ron. Let's see how Ron is voting tonight.
Hey there. I know I made it very clear that I was voting for Barnaby. I'm voting for Bambi, though. My main reason being I'm a mastermind. And by making everyone believe I was voting for Barnaby, they would never suspect that I was voting for Bambi. And I'll tell you why I'm voting for Bambi is because there will be If I vote on Bambi, her ventriloquist fake ghost, Zalf, is also going to be out of here. And you can take that to the bank. 2 for 1.
Fantastic. Castaways, please come back to the tribal council area. Okay. I believe we're waiting on one more castaway. While they come in, I'll go tally the votes. I have the votes. If anybody has an immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Would my tooth count? It's the one I pulled out today. Does that count?
Oh, I'll take that from you if you don't mind.
Go.
Thank you. The rules of Survivor state that if an immunity idol is played, any votes cast against the person who plays it will not count. This tooth is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Barnaby will not count.
Suck it, Ron.
Fantastic. With that, I'll get to the votes. First vote. Barnaby does not count. Second vote. Barnaby does not count. Third vote. Barnaby does not count. 3 votes in, none of them count. 5 votes remain. Next vote. Ron, who you can't vote for, so it does not count. Wow, 4 votes remain votes. 5th vote. Orville for Star Baker, but I'm voting now Barnaby, so it does not count. 3 votes remain. 6th vote. Bambi. 1 vote, Bambi. 7th vote. Daryl. That is 1 vote, Daryl. 1 vote, Bambi. 1 vote remains. 8th vote. And the first person voted off of Survivor Improv Insanity is Bambi. Bambi with 2 votes. That's enough. Please bring me your torch.
According to
The tribe has spoken. Bambi, do you have any final words?
South, love you, bestie. Mwah. I'll see you when I guess inevitably die. Which all of you can go do because I raised you with my movies. So have fun living on this stinky island with that old man with his teeth and his stupid dinosaur drawing, and Ron, who just looks like Prison Mike. Have a great time. I love you, Jeff. You're the best. So, yeah.
Isn't she the best, folks? I know we're going to miss her. Well, that's all we have tonight, folks. Tune in next week when we find out which of these folks has what it takes to become the sole survivor. See you next time, folks.